Hi everyone, welcome to a 20-minute strength and mobility flow with me, Owen. When you're ready, let's meet in child's pose. Deep inhale, exhale and walk your hands to the right hand side of your mat. Let's stretch out the left side body. When you're ready, let's reset and go for the other side. To the left hand side of your mat, place your right hand on top of your left. Stretch out your right side body. Inhale deep into your right rib cage. Tense your fingers. Let's move into our spine. Drop your hips to the mat. Sit back, sit bones to your heels into child's pose and walk your hands back so we're in a tabletop. Let's go through a few rounds of cat-cow. Drop your stomach, pull your chest through, tuck your toes underneath. Exhale into a Halloween cat shape. Inhale again, untuck toes, chest through your arms, gaze up, find some movement, whatever you need to do. Rotate through your knees, your hips, rock back and forth. Exhale into cat, like a Halloween cat. Inhale, cow, rock back and forth. Find some space in your hips. Wiggle from side to side. Do whatever you need to do to warm up your wrists. From here, let's go into bear pose. So lift your knees a couple of centimeters off the mat and hold there. Suck your core in, suck your belly button to your spine. Let's go through a couple of cat cows in this position too. Halloween cat back. Lift your knees a little bit further. Let's reset the tabletop, and when you're ready, let's push back for our first downward dog. Stretch your spine, your armpits, your side bodies. Press all four corners of your mat. You want your hands ground down into the mat. Pedal out your feet, elongate your spine, tailbone to the sky. And let's find some stillness when you're ready. Walk to the top of your mat, fingertips inside your toes, fold in. On the inhale, elongate your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins. Exhale, round down. Let's meet in Tadasana. Stand up, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let your head be the last thing to come out. Palms facing forward. Roll your shoulders up and halfway back. Chin parallel to the mat. Let's reach for the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Swan dive. Fingertips to the mat. Fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round down. On an inhale, step back into plank with your right foot, then your left foot. Drop your knees to the mat. Then chest, chin. Pull yourself through into baby cobra. Inhale. And exhale your chest back to the mat. Push through child's pose. Bring your sit bones to your heels and back into downward dog. Take a few breaths in downward dog. When you're ready, tense your fingers and step forward. Let's meet in the halfway lift, flat back, hands on your shins. Exhale, round down, forward fold, slowly standing up, reach your hands to the sky. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, round down. Find your way back to downward dog, through plank. Let's go through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Take a few more breaths here. When you're ready, tense your fingers. Let's hop to the front of your mat. Hands on your shins for a halfway lift. Inhale. Then exhale, forward fold, fingertips to the mat. Slowly make your way up to standing, hands to the sky. Inhale for a gentle back bend. Exhale through heart center, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. And then let's step back into downward facing dog. Let's flow through plank, chaturanga, pull through to up dog, inhale. On the exhale, find your way back into downward facing dog. Let's go through some spinal waves. So weight forward over your wrists, hips to the sky, roll your back out. Don't let your knees touch the mat, hips to the sky. One more. And find our way plank and through 5 chaturanga press-ups. So elbows tight by your sides, arms at a 90-degree angle. Roll through to up dog, inhale, push back into down dog, and reset. Take a breath here. From here, we're going to hop forward, tense your fingers, hop forward, fingertips to the mat, halfway lift, inhale, and exhale to forward fold. Reach to the sky, gentle back bend, fingertips to the mat, forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fingertips to the mat. Let's hop back into chaturanga. In chaturanga, we widen our hands to the width of our mat and give us 5 chaturangas in wide hand. 3, 4, pull through to up dog, inhale, tops of feet on the mat, and then push back, exhale through downward dog. From here, we're going to tent our fingers, pull our block in front of us. So we're going to go for close grip chaturanga variation. So place your hands on the width of your block on its lowest height. Roll forward in a spinal wave. Find your shoulders over your wrists. Let your hip drop. Roll forward again. Let your hips drop. One more. And then into press up. So 5 close grip. This will engage our triceps and our inner chest. 3 and 4. Keep going. Last one. So when you're ready, roll onto your right hand side and open up the side plank. 3, for 2, reach overhead for 1, bring your left hand back to your mat when you're ready, and roll onto your left hand side, opening up your right side body. Reach to the sky, the weight in the outer blade of your feet, pushing into your mat, shoulders stacked over your wrists for 2, for 1, and now let's reset hands to the mat. Remove your block, place it to the side, pull through into up dog. Inhale, exhale back to downward facing dog. From here we're going to hop forward, find our way to the top of the mat, and find peace fingers under your big toes for gorilla squats. So 1, with your elbows inside your knees. 2, straighten your legs if you can, lift your hips to the sky, flat back. 3, squat down, release your head down, let gravity do its job. 1 more, we're going for 2 after this. So pull down, squat, flat back, push your hips to the sky. When you're ready, place your hands on the mat and let's find crow pose. Crow pose, if it's not available to you, lean forward, place your knees on your triceps as high up as you can, and let's go through some toe taps. So keep your toes on the mat and go 1 up, 1 up, and when you're ready, lean forward and kick back to chaturanga. From chaturanga, pull through to up dog. Inhale. Now exhale back into wide-legged child's pose. Relax your forehead to the mat, roll it out. Let your body counter the pose of flying as a crow. So when you're ready, let's place our hands on our shoulders and push back into downward dog. Right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Roll forward, right knee, right elbow, back to three-legged dog. Right knee, left elbow, back to three-legged dog. Then right knee to nose and hold. Then back to three-legged dog. So right knee to right elbow. And again, three-legged dog, right knee to left elbow, back to three-legged dog. Next time, knee to nose, and we step outside our right hand into a lizard pose. Drop our back knee to the ground and uncurl our toes. Reach forward, letting our hips relax towards the mat. When you're ready, sit back into half Hanumanasana. So roll through, bend your leg, get some movement into your hips. Open your knee, place your right hand on your knee, open up your psoas and hip muscles. Keep your left hand planted into the mat. And if it's in your practice, reach back and catch your left foot behind you and open your chest to the sky. A couple of breaths, and when you're ready, slowly release your left leg to the mat with control. Place both hands inside your right foot. Push back into downward dog, pedal out your feet. Now let's do it on the left hand side. Sweep your leg in three-legged dog. Left knee, left elbow, push back. Left knee, right elbow. Right knee to nose. Back to downward dog. Right knee, left elbow. And when you're ready, your left foot place outside your left hand for lizard pose. Drop your back knee and uncurl your toe. Let your hips soften towards the mat. Reach your left hand forward, find some space. And when you're ready, we'll go for half Hanumanasana. So reach forward, and when you can, sit your sit bones back to your heels, straighten your left leg. Forward, straighten, bend. Find some space in your hamstring. Your left heel should be pulling back into your mat. Your hips are square. When you're ready, place your left hand on your left knee and open up your psoas and your hips. You should be on the outside blade of your left foot. And if it's in your practice, reach back for a twisted lizard. With control, release your right foot to the mat. Find your way back to all fours. Push back into downward facing dog. Let's pedal out our hips, our knees. Find stillness for a second before we hop forward and meet at the top of our mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, to standing, reach to the sky for a gentle back bend. When you're ready, fingertips to the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift. We're going to hop back, Chaturanga, pull through to up dog, inhale. On the exhale, find your way back to a wide-legged child's pose. Release your forehead to the mat. From here, find the center of your mat for Camel Pose. So sit in Hero's Pose. Sit in your heels if you can, spine elongated. Place your hands at the bottom of your back and lift your sit bones up off your heels into a kneeling position. Place your hands, fingers facing down, hips pressing forward. Lift up out of the top of your back. Open your heart. A few breaths here. And then slowly come back out of it the way you went in. Place your hands on your thighs, reset for a moment, and then we'll go for round two. Hands to the bottom of your back. hips pushing forward, let your head tilt back slightly. And if it's in your practice, reach your left hand back to your left heel, sweep your right hand to the sky, open up your right side body. Reset. One more time on the right hand side. Lift into camel, reach back with your right hand, sweep your left hand to the sky to open up your left side body. And on the exhale, reset, sit back onto your heels. Walk your hands forward into a passive child's pose. Let your arms relax down by your sides. The back of your hands into the mat. Let your forehead sit on the earth and release your spine. When you're ready, let's meet in seated pose. Find your way onto your back. Put your heels in under your knees as if you're getting ready for bridge pose. And now tight squeeze, knees into your chest, roll your lower back out, rinse your ankles out. Grab your right leg, pull it into your chest and let it fall over for a supine twist to your left hand side. In this twist, we want to keep our right shoulder pressed into the mat and let our left leg feel heavy. Releasing all the muscles, let gravity do its job. When you're ready, reset. Both knees in. Keep holding your left leg, rinse out your ankles. Let your right leg fall down to the bottom of your mat. And now supine twist to the right hand side, keeping your left shoulder on the ground. Inhale brings you out of the move. On the exhale, release all your muscles and let gravity do its job. When you're ready, reset. Put both knees into your chest. If happy baby is in your practice, roll out your lower back. Straighten one leg, straighten the other. Roll around, get comfortable. Place your feet back on the mat. Lengthen your legs, heels at either end of your mat width. Let your arms feel heavy, palms facing the sky. Let the weight of your head melt into the mat. Let your shoulders feel heavy, your hips feel heavy. Soften the back of your knees. Let your heels feel heavy on the mat and let your practice go. Here's where you absorb your practice. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. Start to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back to the room. Gently start to tip your fingertips with your thumb. Run your thumb along your index finger, your middle finger, your ring finger, your pinky finger. Bring some movement back into your toes, your ankles, your wrists. And when you're ready, bring your knees into your chest and roll onto your right hand side, using your right arm as a pillow. Take a few moments, and when you're ready, use your left hand to push you into a seated position and have a great day. Thank you for practicing with me.